the Black Knights of Columbus and the Austin Desperados. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this great city, Austin, one of the fastest growing metropolises, not just in Texas, but in the U.S. as a whole. Of course, the University of Texas is here. Vibrant nightlife, great music scene, great food scene. And now an NFL franchise. And these folks are over the moon. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the wall. And right away, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down now, Whitfield. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
In motion left, Bateman. On first down, Whitfield. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Milton Williams able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
3rd down and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th fourth down. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Drops this off with Nwangu. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Locates Hardman for another catch. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Flag like you mean it. 21G, 21G.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Desperados are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
20, TX.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 15. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu. He scored on the ground and through the air. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a give running right, Nwangu. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On 2nd down, Tua. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Foreman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Completes it to Hardman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
29-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins. Touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 10. Tua going to throw. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 25 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. Slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Whitfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
33-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now Jackson on second down. His throw incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, Whitfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dalvin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They bring their punter out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll take it just outside the 40. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
He'll take this off complete to Dobbins.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on 1st down.
Whitfield. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. A handoff running left is Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Black Knights have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Mecole Hardman. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one. That puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board, will it energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. His throw is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Another run here with Dobbins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen to Foreman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. And he'll go down at the 28. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now again, right side, Whitfield.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He has Mayer complete. And he'll have a 1st down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Columbus, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Austin, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.